Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 32 of the Note Closer Show. We are a little late start today on the Note Closer Show because it's been such a very hectic Wednesday, hump day here in WCN. So just a great day. I mean, not only yesterday was a great day, but today's been a very busy day. We did plan on getting this thing to start a little bit to hit more of our West Coast peeps based on kind of the activity that people commented on yesterday. But a big shout out to everybody that commented, let us know their markets and states so we have an idea. Man, today's topic, you get out what you put in. So I'll give you an idea, a little something. So like you see this green shake, kind of nasty looking green shake. It's made up of fresh tomatoes, celery. I have some bell peppers in this thing and a chunk of cilantro. So I make a gallon of it. And yes, Nicole's over there like, ugh. So it tastes a little bit, I mean, smell it. It doesn't smell bad.
No, it smells like vegetables.
It smells like juice.
Oh, yes, that's a lot of cilantro.
I love cilantro. Cilantro purifies your blood. So I love cilantro. I'll chew on cilantro by itself sometimes. But what I'm getting at is I'm obviously on a very big, healthy, like many people, hey, let's focus on health for the year. So like I have been basically drinking this a lot. If I come home from the gym, I'm drinking this. I'm putting good stuff in my body. I feel amazing. I've been eating a lot of vegetables. We go to a movie last night. I have a grilled chicken salad with lean. So your note business or your real estate business or your business in itself is the success of it or the health of your business comes from what you put into it. So if you put good into it, you feel great and it shows. It's kind of the same thing if you do this. If you put marketing into your business, you see results. So had several people call me yesterday off of our Note Closers video. I mean, a 20-minute video resulted in several people calling with hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest. They're excited. They want to invest. Other people want to get signed up for the workshop. Other people want to buy notes. I just got the phone with a guy out of Florida, Michael, who's wanting to buy some notes. So we'll send him some non-performing stuff. What's great is it also led to two people calling me in the last 24 hours. One lady I have never met, okay? Never met, but we run in similar circles. We're part of a different mastermind group. Actually, we're both secret knockers, I guess you could say, from Greg Reed. Greg's a good buddy of mine, author of Think, Grow Rich, 3 Feet from Gold. He's been called Secret Knock. Well, I've been a speaker at Secret Knock. Greg's a buddy of mine. And this lady, Maureen, is a realtor in California and knows Greg. Has also been there before, but we've never actually met in person. But we're a part of that same group. And she's like, sent me an email yesterday. She said, Scott, I feel like I know you because we're friends on Facebook from that group. She's like, I know who you are from the market you put out, and we run a lot of the same circles. We have a lot of similar friends. Well, I came across somebody, a friend of mine, who sells distressed notes, and I thought of you. Okay, here is his contact information. And of course, his full contact information says asset manager, secondary marketing manager with his contact information. I'm like, what? So I dropped the guy an email, and I got a conference call with the guy. Oh, yeah, he works for a major bank in Florida. Nice. Yes. And he's like, yes, I've been waiting your phone call. Great. Okay. Another thing, I just get off the phone here beforehand with another lady who I've met from traveling and speaking at different events. So she used to work for a vendor of ours, and now she's off doing something different. She left that vendor first a year, and same thing. She's getting into real estate. She's well connected. Same thing. She's got somebody like, hey, I got a friend of mine, a realtor's been helping me with some REO lists, some off-the-market REO lists, and she's getting some off-market lists. Would you be interested in seeing them? I'm like, of course. And that's really what it all comes down to, is being connected. Now, you've probably read the book or seen me talk about the book Tribes by Seth Godin. I may have a copy of it right here. And I'm thinking, Seth. No, I gave it away. One of the best books to talk about networking is Tribes by Seth Godin. All right? We all are in a tribe. We all have a tribe, okay? Nicole, Ryan, Greg, you guys watch this are in my tribe, but you guys are also have a different tribe of people that follow you, all right? Nicole is a different group. Ryan is a different group. Greg is a different group, okay? You all have a different group, okay? And what you feed to your group as far as what you're focused on, what you're trying to accomplish, your New Year's resolutions, your weight loss, closing more deals, making more money this year. The veggies shakes that you put into your marketing business and your tribes will result in the good feedback and being fresh on somebody's mind to refer back to you when they have somebody that pops into their circle that might benefit you. Oh, I was talking to somebody the other day who's wanting to invest in real estate. Well, you need to talk to my friend Nicole. We need to talk to my friend Greg Arcizo. All right? Okay? Or your marketing. Hey, I got a post from Ryan the other day about this great deal that you can pick up for 50% in Tucson, Arizona. Okay? That's the whole thing. So many people don't realize that you have to share that across the board. And how you expand your marketing or your tribe really results in results given back to you. Now, I also had a gentleman call me at noon. He's got 10 assets of semi-approved. And now he's flipping out. Like, why are you flipping out? He goes, well, the pool's worth about $650. They want $325. Do you have somebody to write a check for $325? And I'm like, you want me to write a check or turn one of my private investors over to you? I go, first of all, have you done your email blast? Have you posted to LinkedIn? Have you posted to Facebook? Have you talked about the stories of these assets? And he's like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, I haven't seen anything from you. You haven't posted in any of the groups. You haven't posted in any of the workshop base camps trying to raise capital from your low-hanging fruit. Because I know he hasn't done the marketing. And sure enough, he hasn't. Because I said, well, tell me the story. And that's what it's all about, people. Stories. If you're trying to raise capital, you got to tell a story. Hey, this is a beautiful house. The market rent is $800. The existing mortgage payment is $500. So it makes it for a great opportunity, since it is owner-occupied, to hopefully reinstate. We're going to pick this asset up at $25,000. If we get them to start making their payment of $500 a month, and they do it for 12 months, that's $6,000 coming in. If we can get them to bring another $4,000 or 4 months of payments to the table, it's $8,000. $8,000 on a $25,000 investment, because that's what we can pick it up at. It's roughly a 30% yield. Great. Now, if we have to foreclose, we're not going to get that $8,000, but we will be able to sell it for roughly $50, net roughly $45 after closing costs. We're into it at $25. That means roughly $20,000 in profit. Now, $20,000 in profit on a $25,000 cost is basically an 80% yield if the numbers work out fine. Right? Who wants to split an 80% yield? You know, those are simple things with a picture of the property and the story that gets people interested. That's the storytelling to your tribe. Okay? That's the storytelling to your tribe. Now, I had another interesting phone call today from an older guy. He called me. He sent me an email, I just realized. And he's like, oh, I'm having a hard time. I've been one of your students and having a hard time finding notes. I'm like, okay, I get an email very similar like that quite a bit. So he called me when I was at the gym this afternoon. I returned his phone call like I always do. And we got to talking. He's like, yeah, I've done the asset reach outs and I can't get any assets. I'm like, okay, did you reach out to this guy, who I have brought on in my workshops in the past? No. Okay. Where are you getting a list from? Are you using Lane Guide? No. Okay. So why are you getting this? Well, I'm just Googling Southern California banks and calling them. And I'm like, okay, there's the problem. If you're just focused on California, assets are too expensive. If you're just cold calling without an special asset manager's list, it's hard, but it's California. They want too much for their assets already. And so even though he's from Southern California, I'm like, listen, you got to go outside of your borders. You got to get outside of California. He's not putting proper information in, therefore he's yielding zero results. So I was like, listen, you need to focus on other markets. You need to focus on calling different things. And I said, well, how many banks have you called? He's like, oh, I've called a ton. I'm like, how many is a ton? Oh, about 50. No offense, 50 is not a ton of phone calls. You can knock out 50 phone calls roughly in a day or 2 days if you needed to. That's a drop in the bucket. And it's a good start. And I explained to him, listen, if you make 50 phone calls, you're probably going to talk to 14 people and probably get 4 non-disclosures and get 1 tape sent to you on average. There are days I have made phone calls in the past where I called 50 people and got a hold of nobody. Okay, there are also days where I made 50 phone calls and I got a hold of 40 people. So you can't just have a sprinkle of activity and expect it to yield you a nice red tomato in your proverbial note garden. All right, I pulled that out of my ass. That's pretty good, wasn't it? It's pretty good. We put a little. That would be good. But I can see the infographic tomato plant.
Make it a note.
Make it a note. Have a little house hanging on a vine. That's a good idea. We'll do that.
Anyways,
Oh, it's Chaz?
it was Chaz.
All right, good. We got a take coming in, hopefully. So one of the great things we have been working on here, too, is we've had several hedge funds reach out to us directly wanting to send us lists that we can help market out to you guys. So we're excited about that. We've got a new little league, we're going to call it. We're not going to roll it out yet. Look for it later this week. We might have to roll it out earlier versus the Super Bowl. It depends on what so-and-so just calls us about here. So, but we're excited about this. This is where due diligence will be basically done. They'll have a BPO, they'll have an O&E report, basically, and a hard set price. The first one to close can close. So we're pretty excited about that situation. We've got a trial run of assets that we'll be sending out, hopefully here later this weekend, and then having a note auction next week of 35 to 40 assets that you'll be able to join me online for a couple hours as we break down these assets and go through kind of exit strategies and opportunities for you guys. So excited about that. Who wants assets? I'm going to be actually a mixture of performing and non-performing assets for those that are looking for either asset class. All right. Couple big things, I guess you could say. Want to advise everybody, an event that I left off. Yes, I'll be in Baltimore next Wednesday, actually a week from tonight, speaking at the BWI Meetup Group. Excited about that. The end of this month, Monday, January 30th, from 6:30 to 9:30, I'll be at the Quest IRA All Pro event here in Austin, Texas, at the Renaissance Hotel on the north side here at the Arboretum. I know if you're not from Texas, you're like, well, why would I want to know about that? Because we will be live streaming that. I don't know if we'll be doing it Facebook Live or doing it via Google Hangout, but we will be live streaming that one form or fashion to be able to share. And those that are interested in hearing more information, I have Quincy Long, Nathan Long, Jason Bible from Houston House Buyers, Brad Simmerock, apartment investor out of Dallas, and then myself as the cast of speakers to talk about the market and what's going on and way to get involved here. So we will not be doing a Monday note that night. We'll be doing a Monday live note, I guess you could say that at the that. So if you're interested in getting a link to that, let us know. We'll make sure and get that posted for you.
I'm just about to post it.
Cool. Yeah, that's what's so great. You guys just, I say it, you enact on it, and go from there. What else? What else? It's just been a busy day. Phone calls, helping people get things done. We've had several people take advantage and get signed up for our fast track training here, taking place on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And we've got like 2 spots left available for that, I believe. Our next one after that will be the end of February, 24th, 25th, and 26th for the next fast track. Chase Thompson is hosting. It's not really hosting, but he's a special guest speaker tonight on Kimberly Banks Faucets meetup. Exactly. The DFW Note Closers group that they have the monthly meetup. We'll make sure and post a link in the comments here if you want to take advantage of that. Chase will be talking tonight about setting goals and making things happen. And I guess that would probably be a good way to kind of dive into. Everybody has goals for the year, right? Whether it's to lose weight and to do that, or I want to close so many deals, or I want to make so much money. You have to break the number down. If you have I want to make $100,000 in the year, how are you going to do that? When are you going to make $100,000 by? Is it by December 31st? I'm going to close 10 deals this year. Okay. When are you going to close your first one? When are you going to close your second one? You have to make your goals legible and realistic. All right. Yes, it doesn't mean that they can't be big goals, because you miss a big goal and still, if you shoot for the moon and miss it, you'll still be amongst the stars. Great. But keep them. You got to get them down to the numbers. What do I have to do on a daily basis? Like if I want to lose roughly 100 pounds in a year, knowing that I'm going to have some days off and some cheat days, that means I roughly need to lose 0.3 of a pound per day, right? Now, a pound of fat is 3,500 calories. That means I need to lose an average of, or have a deficit in my diet and workout of basically 1,200 calories per day to lose 1/3 of a pound over 300 days to lose 100 pounds in the next 12 months. Just those specific things break down. Now, that would be 2.1 pounds per week.
Nope, keep going.
You going?
Keep going.
You having fun over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the comments.
Oh, there's some crazy comments, or no?
Kind of. Michelle is very excited about the thing we have coming up with the notes that.
Yeah. The things that, and the Start Mastermind will get first crack at those.
Yeah, George is trying to follow some of Chase's marketing ideas.
Good. George Crocker?
Yes. Michael Linder says you're Scott, the Longhorn Beast.
Horns.
And George is talking about quit getting out what you put in.
Getting out what you put in, yeah, definitely. And I think that's the thing. I think George would probably appreciate that. Definitely being a Episcopalian minister, I believe, being a minister. You got to put into your sermon, and to really get a great feedback from your congregation, you got to put a lot of stuff into your sermon sometimes. So you can't just wing it. And I know a lot of people out there are just trying to wing it. They're trying to be like the gunslinger. You know, they're just going to shoot all over the place and see what they can shoot on the broadside of the barn. If you really want to be successful in whatever you're focused on, be laser focused, get rid of the squirrels, get rid of the distractions, and focus for a period of time. And you know what? It's okay to have some failure along the way. It's okay. You have to hold yourself accountable, but realize we're all going to fail. We all fail on a regular basis. Don't beat yourself up. Just dust yourself off, get back on the wagon, and start rolling with it. Okay? Oh, am I going to have days along the way where I goof up and I want to have a cheeseburger? Yeah, of course I am. Well, don't make myself feel bad. Enjoy it, and then dive in and get back on the veggie train.
Choo-choo.
The choo-choo train. Okay? Or the note train. We are rolling. We should do maybe these a little every once in a while in the afternoon. The note train. Are you on the note train? If you're not on the note train, get off the tracks because we're going to run you over. Oh my gosh. I see it now. An image. You got that, Ryan? A picture of a train, a locomotive barreling down. One from the side and then one from the front.
Yeah.
Okay? So those are two images that we're going to use in Instagram here and stuff like that. We'll use that. See, that's the fun thing. Guys, you guys, that's a bit of an insight to what we do with some of our crazy marketing. We just bounce ideas off of and go from there. And when you have an idea like that, the best thing you can do is implement that idea immediately. All right? Is either, hey, come up with something and post it. And I have heard 5 or 6 people today tell me, oh, man, you're so crazy, you're so busy. It looks like you're so busy. I'm like, no. I mean, I guess you spend, I want to say, it looks like you spend forever on Facebook. I mean, we post a few things, but it's not like I'm sitting here every day, we're just posting to Facebook all the time. Yeah, we do this, we do the Monday Note webinar, but we're working on deals. I'm working on getting a couple deals refinanced right now, getting a couple deals closed out, getting collateral taken care of for people that just closed on deals, and then also working on this other pools that are coming in, and Greg and Ryan and Nicole and Jennifer will be all really slammed with assets to look at here in the next, hopefully, hours or so. So, guys, more importantly, do something good. Put good stuff into your business. Focus on a few things. If you're trying to do a million things, you're never going to get it done. Just focus putting on good, and once you put good in, you'll get even better out.
We have one more question. Michael Bender asked, how much is the seminar? I'm thinking, is he talking about the pro event, the Austin pro event?
That's right.
Okay.
The next virtual note buying for dummies is $5.99, and that's for you and a partner on the next virtual. That one that's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of February. The marketing madness that Chase is doing in the 17th, 18th, and 19th is going to be $997, so just under $1,000, but 3 days of direct marketing. Really good stuff. But the Quest IRA event is free. It's an open event, 6:30 to 9:30 on Monday the 30th. So, any other questions?
Does it look like it?
Cool, guys. Well, we will wrap that up. I think we've talked long enough on good versus the bad. You guys need to realize everybody has a tribe. Everybody belongs to a tribe, who said, but people are people are hungry for leadership. Okay? And in an absence of leadership, true leadership, people will listen to the loudest person. Now, I wish I was smart enough to say that was my quote, but I actually took that from the movie The American President with Michael Douglas. Okay? So, in the absence of true leadership, people will listen to the loudest. Okay? And honestly, if you've gone through a ton of different real estate workshops or gone to Quest IRA events, you guys have more financial education than really 90% or 99% of the people out there walking the streets during the day. So I think it's our responsibility, if we really want to change what's going on in the country. I don't care what political party you are, we have to change our financial education and make things better. And I think it leaves it up to all of us to share what we know, share what we're doing, share what we're working on to really make America great, one mortgage at a time again. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to give a big shout out to Tim Mai for a great podcast interview this morning. Some of you guys caught that on Facebook that we shared, and looking forward to seeing that coming out. But other than that, guys, we will see you Thursday morning. Have a great Wednesday evening. Go do something good. Go if you haven't gotten your goals done. Listen to tonight's DFW No Closures meeting with Kimberly Banks Fawcett and Chase Thompson. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody.